Going in with the classic hybrid attack, something he is known for. Part of alternate attacks here.
And he's shaping up for an epic queen charge here. 3 super wall breakers. This seems to be a favorite of a lot of these queen chargers. People that love to get that queen far into the base use 3 super wall breakers to make sure you get that queen exactly where you need to for mass amounts of value. And here we go, King setting the funnel on the bottom side, and then we had a Yeti over there on the left-hand side. The queen should go right in towards the scatter.
Yeah, the queen's going to move her way straight in. For everyone that is just joining or watching, remember, this is a best of 2, so we add the 2 wars. This is the first war here. So even if he doesn't triple, they will still have a chance in war number 2. But it comes down with this queen charge, starting straight into the scatter shot, and the defending king does use that super wall break and gets through. The rage luckily sped it up quite a bit here, Bash.
The king is now locked onto the queen, however, but with it went down quickly. Oh, there was a headhunter in there. I was wondering why it looked like it was poisoned. There was a headhunter right there in front of the queen. He's going to take down the defending queen, and without compartment open, Lannade is well on his way with this epic queen charge.
The queen is unfortunately forced to pop her ability there, but she is going to step up. She can now reach that scatter shot. Look at that. Decides to freeze up the Eagle Artillery because it did lock onto the healers, which is huge. Because then it would have been 1 shot away from a red air bomb to take them down. That could come back to help him so much later in the raid. Let's see. But the hybrids moving towards the town hall here, Bash.
The hybrids right in at the town hall, but the queen was able to disperse of that clan castle like it was nothing. Scattershot's going to go down. We got the warden's ability through this town hall, and Lannade is looking strong with this hybrid charge, soaring right on through this base. Oh, I love it.
It's moving its way through. The Eagle did lock onto the Royal Champion, gets her ability off right there. Is she going to go down? Quite a bit of defense is on her. Yes, she does go down, but 1 heal left for the Miners, and Hogs moving towards the Eagle Artillery. This is looking really strong, and it looks like Lannade might just have enough to answer for alternate attacks here.
That queen is hanging on. She'll help finish off the back end of this base, and we got plenty of cleanup troops. We still have a super wall breaker. We do get this tornado trap, but I think the tornado trap's a little too late here as the queen finishes off that warden pedestal, and Lannade's gonna have a 3-star for ATN attacks, Carbon Fin.
Lannade coming in here to give alternate attacks a 14-star performance to give them the advantage over Th13. Look at that. What a war from...
I want to highlight the fact that with your P.E.K.K.A, Yeti, Smash type attacks, what you want to go for is the splash damage coming head in onto those units. And how do we get that going? We set it up with a great funnel. And the way he starts it off is by actually starting to eliminate one of those splash damage items, which is going to come into play for the Bobat later on. You can see that wizard tower going down from the warden. Why do we use the warden? The warden is a great way to pull things back into the troops that you're bringing along for your smashes. If he's not taking on 2 damage, it's a great item to go with, because that's that easy push without worrying about your queen walking out of the way. We're also going to use your king to help line up this funnel. Now you can use a siege barracks. In this case, he wants a line drive to the town hall, so he brings a blimp. But you can see the pathing moving along. Let's pause here for a second because I want to highlight very quickly a few things. Oncoming splash damage, we have all in this quadrant. This is huge. That is why you want to create this path, and that is also why you want to have that jump ready to go in line and in place. So as we see this shaping up, we've got the direct push moving along. And while he does not get the scatter shot down, that second scatter shot, he's got a plan B for it. And I love this. And this really shows the power of the bats when you know what you're doing with them. So bats, when you plan this, you have to know what splash damage is going to remain and how you can go about it. So with this, with the wizard tower that was stuck in the core of the base, he took it out, and he can now bat bomb into the central core of it where it's taking on no splash damage and work its way through. Now, don't forget your Royal Champion when you're doing bat attacks. She can save you a free spell, which was needed on the back end of the base where we have the other wizard tower. But moving along, these bats are going unscathed for the most part, especially as the queen is helping out quite a bit, and it allows him to reserve that freeze for the very end, which really helped out for this raid and pick picking up the 3-star. So again, some of those takeaways with your Bobats or your smashes, make sure you have a great funnel leading into oncoming damage, and make sure you know what you're going to be able to do with the splash, how you're going to take care of it, Royal Champions, freezes, and even ice golems. Good job to Boom, and we are now actually heading back to Banks, who is going to be...
On the other hand, Existence has had a 53% success on defense. Their base is not holding up quite as well, but certainly still have got as good a shot as any. Queen Walkers, being an undefeated team from the upper bracket, are favored in this best-of-2 matchup. But the first attack will be coming in now from Metro. A lightning quick attack will take down the Royal Champion and send in a battle blimp for another air defense kill.
Very conscious on time as he charges into the base. Metro actually has not achieved a 3-star this weekend, so he will be wanting to break that curse moving into Sunday, and he is off to a powerful start here. Things going on all over the base, Woody.
He is squeezing this base hard, Judo. Metro gets damage done on the top left and bottom right corners to set up a funnel for this Dragon Raid. Soaring through the skies and ready to breathe fire straight onto this town hall. He's got loons out in front, as always, to soak damage against those Inferno Towers, shutting it down with a freeze spell. Here he'll get that Air Sweeper and Inferno Tower offline. Rage it up and get the first star.
Interesting to come directly into an air sweeper. Definitely non-traditional, but he gets through that, gets through the main damage. There is a air defense and single targeted Inferno at the north of the base. That is my main concern, Woody, and he needs to save the spells for that because the dragons have gone across to the other side of the base.
2 air defenses
the
in the top section, and the dragons up there are going to be mincemeat. But heroes coming in to help out might just be enough to get the damage done. They need to knock a power at the air defense. Single target Inferno and that Eagle Artillery. Tesla Farm popping up over in the top right corner of the base is going to be even more damage on the dragons. Can they survive through this scatter shot, Judo?
Oh, I don't think he expected the Clan Castle troops to come out here, Woody. He is distracted big style. The king is fortunately getting through the troops, which does allow the queen to get the Eagle. Massive, but with the dragons down, it's not meant to be, and it is all about percentage. Existence not getting the 3 stars, and this is exactly what the Queen Walkers needed for the first attack.
Long arms for the reach around this base, but he couldn't get the squeeze in the end. Metro hitting on all angles, but the last line of defense will hold for the Queen Walkers. Their impressive base design will gain another pickup here, as Metro from Existence will be sent packing with a 2-star 85%. So squad, it's gotta be Rigo Torres. The MVP of this lineup will be on defense this time. His base building skills put to the test by Stadra.
He is using the Super Witches, Woody. He has used this strategy for the previous 2 wars as well. One of those attacks resulted in a 3-star and the other an 87% 2-star. So he is obviously hoping that this one is the 3 to give the Queen Walkers an early lead.
The power of lightning called down from above into the bottom left compartment with a Warden Walk to back it up. That blunderbuss dealing damage to outside buildings and setting up for the Super Witch funnel. These big witches go really slowly, unfortunately, and time has been a factor multiple times on these hits. That means that Stadra needs to make the most of those jump spells to hop over big, tightly compacted compartments in the middle of the base and ensure he can reach that Eagle Artillery far and away at the top side before time runs out.
I really like the use of the archers as well towards the corners. Very well protected. They can just chip away at the buildings the entire raid, and he doesn't have to commit a lot of troop capacity to it. Now, the Super Witches are getting through the Lava Hound, which is meant as a time restraint. They finally get through to the Town Hall, but still a lot of base to take down, Woody, and over a minute in.
The last free spell is out to shut down the Giga Inferno. Warden ready to pop that Eternal Tome. If he chooses to do so, no. Soaks the Giga Bomb, and those big boys are taking some heat. The Inferno Tower is going to continue heating up, and you really want to make sure none of them lock onto the Super Witch. It looks like he'll evade that big hit right now, but over on the right corner, even more destruction coming in. A Barbarian King and P.E.K.K.A. trying to chop through walls, but the defending Archer Queen will have none of it.
I think he's trying to hold on to the Grand Warden's ability as long as possible. When he starts getting into this central area, there we see it. Royal Champion still to be deployed. Will she come in from the 9 o'clock area? She does, Woody, just as I say that, to sideswipe the base. But the single target Inferno is the main damage dealer now.
A fusillade of destruction coming straight through the core, up the gut, and they've only got one more exit point. A single target Inferno heating up, big boys all around. Those heroes have got to be shaken, but they are not deterred. Stadra with the last stab, a Royal Champion ready to toss that shield. Single target Inferno gets the cook, but Archer Queen still has her ability, forced to pop it off. This is the last final countdown.
There we go, the Royal Champion gets the final defense. He has a wizard to the bottom helping to take out any of the non-defensive buildings, and it will be a 3-star, putting the Queen Walkers to an early lead here, Banks.
Queen Walker's opening up with a triple.
Mass drags again. They are really fearing the aerial assault category this time, Judo.
Michael DP is using such a wide variety of attack strategies. The dragons are something we've seen a lot, but not by Michael. He has 3-starred with Hybrid, Yetis, and Lalo, and I talked to the Existence squad previously. They said they tried to make strides in their diversity, and they are showing that today and throughout. Such an incredible year of Clash of Clans. Such a quick start with the dragons in already, Woody.
Never want to be predictable in your armies, or your opponents can build bases specifically to try to shut that down. Michael DP will have none of it, though. An early siege machine will crash through that top right side and knock down a single target Inferno. They are being spun around by the Town Hall, though. As the Klingons say, the wind does not respect a fool. The tornado trap slowing things down, but that's not going to be enough to shut off these dragons. Hellfire breathing forth and on top. They've still got a couple of single target Infernos down on the backside, though. Trying to keep those balloons out in front is not going to work out this time, Judo.
It certainly isn't, but the Royal Champion comes in to the left, and she will help to take the single target Inferno down. Also keep on to the ability. Notice the Archer Queen to the right-hand side as well. With her ability, she can take the Inferno Tower down and the air defense. This looks like an incredible 3-star, and look at the time, Woody. This is such a quick attack. Wow, this is incredible.
Lightning fast offense, and the heat is on. Th13's base has been demolished, as Michael DP will not just put up the 3-star, but if this does come down to a time race, he is going to be far and ahead thanks to this lightning quick performance. A great base identification by Michael DP, and his fans will certainly be proud of how this is finished up.
That was the perfect response for Existence. Not
at that 70% mark, you gotta expect that they're gonna get at least 13 stars in this war, maybe even back up to the 14 mark, with an average destruction above 95%. Even with a 3-star there from Existence, it's not enough to pull ahead of the Queen Walkers, sure to get another great back-to-back showing.
They certainly have put on a wonderful performance this weekend. 14-13 over Nishang Dance, 13-10 over Vertang. Gaku is an expert with the hybrid attack, so he is sticking to what he knows, taking out the Clan Castle troops early on here with the Queen charge, but he knows he didn't get the full pull, and he still has more spells to deal with this Lava Hound.
It's pretty good news the way that those troops came out, though. Finishing off the Headhunter early and quick means that he doesn't have as much damage to worry about against his Archer Queen. Still slowed down a little bit here. He's going to speed things up with that Rage spell and keep her topped off. Despite those 2 Expos firing away at her, she is still at full health, and this Queen charge is looking strong. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about time, though, as we are now 1 minute in and need to get this hybrid army going in fast. 16 miners and 9 hogs, a great complement to each other, tearing down defenses and additional buildings alike.
Look at that super wall breaker just sneaking in to allow the Queen across towards the Town Hall. Perfect timing there as well to allow the Queen just to beeline to the Town Hall for that 1st star in this attack. And we already have the hybrid coming in. I think Gaku heard you, Woody, knows that time is ticking, and he is getting things moving now.
This is a beautiful funnel setup. Everything in the top corner demolished. The entirety of this raid now will sweep down from the top left down to the bottom and back up to the top right, tearing down everything in its path. A Tesla farm pops up in the center of the base, and that's not going to be too much for Gaku to worry about. He's got 2 more heal spells to drop down on all these hogs and miners, which are dropping shovels and hammers everywhere. Splash damage cannot concentrate fire when there are so many troops spread out everywhere, and Gaku looks cleared for landing. Another 3-star performance, Judo.
What a beautiful move with the heal spell down to the bottom to keep that big pack of Hog Riders alive through the scatter shot. It allowed the Royal Champion to continue taking out the Tesla. Still has that ability. He should use it just to help out with time momentarily, because this one is another 3-star. Queen Walkers not taking their foot off the gas, not giving existence any breathing room here, and it is another beautiful attack. 3 stars again. What an incredible wall.
Now, as Al-Mualim will take the turn, Existence moving in next. Here, Judo.
Al-Mualim is one of the players that is perfect across this weekend, and he has used dragons for each one of the attacks. So again, sticking with what he knows, looking for the response, but just mixing in a few bat spells with this one, Woody.
Oh, that Eagle Artillery far end on the outside, stabbed at early by the Royal Champion, but she doesn't take it down. Crucial misstep for Al-Mualim. That Ice Golem got there a little bit too late to freeze any defenses to help out, and I don't think that this is the way he was hoping things would go early on.
Certainly not, and it's going to be difficult for him to adapt because of the air sweeper pointing in that direction. Maybe he will send a Valkyrie in, he's got one of them, or maybe he's just hoping that the dragons sideswipe that area, take a little bit more time and take it down. But either way, he has already taken a lot of damage from the Eagle, which he was not intending with this attack. Here comes the Battle Blimp though, Woody, straight for the Town Hall. He has got to get this, because we did see a 1-star yesterday against one of the Queen Walkers bases.
Raged up dragons with an Eternal Tome to protect them through. That Battle Blip goes straight for the Town Hall with a freeze to help out. Uh-oh, misses the Inferno Tower there, but will catch the Wizard Tower. Great job, but still soaking a massive amount of damage from the Giga Bomb. He's got 2 stars, but 3's gonna be tough. Up on the top side, Bats dropping Guano into the entire compartment. Hardly any splash defenses to stop them.
He's done as good as he can do here, Woody, using the bats to take out the splash damage at the north. They can then take out the rest of the point defense. A dragon moves across to the Wizard Tower. It's going to get it, but there is an air defense that could take down the dragons here.
The loss of the bats to the Eagle Artillery puts the final nail in the coffin. You gotta say, that early strike from the Royal Champion didn't hold on as much as she needed to, and Al-Mualim might miss the 3-star as a result. The final air defense up top is popping down. Dragons all over the place. I'm a bit worried now. I don't think he's got it anymore.
How much health does this? Oh, how much health does this dragon have? It went straight down, and it's not what they needed. So many mistakes in that attack which just didn't go his way, and this means that although in the first semi-finals with alternate attacks and Vatang, ATN are 1 3-star ahead, Queen Walkers could put themselves 2 3-stars ahead here already.
A heartbreaker for Al-Mualim of Existence. One of the closest hits coming within the razor's edge of a 3-star. But only in horseshoes and hand grenades does close count, and Existence will now trail by a big star gap. As the Klingons say, death is an experience best. Push it even further. Stars is the next one, and if he's true to his name, he'll get 3 more for his team. Triple Lava Hound with 27 balloons, mixing things up away from the dragons we've seen so often, but still has brought those 7 lightning spells to zap down hard and fast. Where's he going to start him off with, Judo?
Well, with 7 lightning spells, you tend to go towards either the Clan Castle or the Queen. Looks like he is taking the Archer. Queen gets a single target Inferno, an Expo, and also creates the pathing that we always talk about. Crucially important for a Lava Loon attack.
Lava's out in front to protect those shots from the air defenses, while balloons do the heavy lifting out back. A stab into the top left compartment will be enough to get that CC pull and the Town Hall down early on, as long as everything goes according to plan here. Tornado Trap will pull around the wall wrecker, but that's good news for Stars, who knows that he won't have to worry about that later on in the raid. Those balloons should have a clear path for landing with 2 haste spells to keep them going fast.
He's got a good strong push into the Town Hall, which has already gone down, and can still get some more of the defenses down. With the Royal Champion reinforcing, looks like he might be going towards the scatter shot and also the sweepers. If he can take the sweepers down, it just means for the Lava Loon, they are not going to be pushed anyway, and it looks like he's pretty much going to mitigate the pathing around them anyway.
Surprised to see the freeze spell on that scatter shot in Archer Tower, just trying to get that Royal Champion a little bit deeper in. A lot of times you see her doing the work early on and then using freeze spells late to support the balloons, but instead he gets the shot off that air defense, and with its defeat, Stars has taken out another key structure. I only see 1 air defense left on this map.
Yeah, the Lava Hound is going straight across to it, but notice the couple of balloons that were sent in towards the air sweeper in the middle. He has to take that down, and it looks like it will. I think he was trying to get the Royal Champion shield to hit both of the air sweepers, but with that down, the balloons can move in. He still has the Grand Warden's ability, 2 freeze and 2 haste, but he's already taken a lot of damage on the balloons, and they are going down fast, Woody.
4 headhunters moving in, but a little bit late there. The Royal Champion has already stabbed down quite a few loons. Eternal Tome to protect from splash damage, but that Scattershot and Eagle Artillery are doing massive work. The troops are not pathing in deep enough to the base to get to them, and Stars is going around town. A Tesla bar pops up on the outer edge, and he is nowhere he wanted to be, Judo.
The balloons took so much damage early on. Maybe an earlier Grand Warden ability, early use of the spells might have helped out, but he is just trying anything right now to push the percentage, keep themselves ahead of existence, because this is a big falter in the Queen Walkers. They will still be ahead with a 3-star, but the percentage will be dragged right down with this attack now, and that is devastating for the Queen Walkers, Woody.
One slip-up can cost you an entire war, and here Stars is falling behind. He gets the 2-star, but this is the lowest hit that we have seen from the Queen Walkers in a while, and is not what they were looking for to push forward. Remember, this is a best of 2, so even though the Queen Walkers are ahead right now, there is